We've been told that perfect mornings exist for the lucky few. That morning people own the waking hours. But the truth is, mornings belong to all of us. And while your morning might look like this, or even this, your mornings are what you make of them. All it takes is saying yes. Starbucks Morning Yes.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can
realize your dreams,
jumpstart your future,
be successful.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can.
Welcome to the Valley.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to. Find someone that'll die for you. 'Cause it's all that really matters in the end. It's love, love, Find something you can hold on to. Find someone who'll be there for you. 'Cause that's all that really matters in the end. Find somewhere you can come home to.
Welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of volleyball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at historic Cardinal Gym. For tonight, folks, we have a great one for you tonight. We have the number 8 Lady Cardinals taking on the 12th ranked Blinn College Lady Buccaneers, and it's just going to be a great contest. And I'm Benny Rogers. I'm joined by Tim Howard tonight. The Lady Cardinals come into the contest at 12-3 overall, 1-1 in conference play. Blinn comes in riding a 13-game winning streak. They are 14-1 on the season, 2-0 in conference play. And Tim, as I bring you in, we've seen these some 5-set battles between these the last 4 or 5 years, and I expect a similar situation tonight.
Yeah, one thing I got to correct you. I heard you say 13 straight. That can't be right. They're red hot, aren't they?
They are.
All kidding
hot.
aside, they are on fire. And Trinity Valley coming in here ready to defend home court. We talk about defending the home court. It's going to be huge to do that tonight. And watching both these teams get loose, you can feel a little extra energy in the air.
You can, and it's just like the other night when last week when the Lady Cardinals had Tyler at home, having lost their opener at Navarro last Tuesday night. We said it was an imperative the Lady Cardinals get the win at home. It's really almost imperative that you get the win over Blinn at home tonight, because the second time around you don't want to have to go to their place and beat them with a monkey on your back down there.
Yeah, it makes that road a lot less difficult here as we see folks filing into the arena, getting ready for a good one tonight.
You see the birthday boy, Dr. Jason Morrison, our new president of Trinity Valley Community College, in the center of your screen there in the black shirt. Today's his birthday, so we wish Dr. Morrison a happy birthday. His first birthday with us here at Trinity Valley Community College. We appreciate him very much and look forward to his leadership he's going to bring to the college in the years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a chance to send our well wishes a little bit ago via the song that's infamous. Benny, I noticed that they didn't give you and I a mic for that one.
They barely give us a mic for this.
Well played. Well played. About 7 minutes away from getting this one started this evening.
This could be a milestone moment tonight, too, by the way. Aaliyah Hayes, in her 5th season as Lady Cardinal head volleyball coach, is 1 win away from number 100.
Yeah, and I love the fact that, she's 5 years in. That's a pretty strong average, just getting into the 5th year.
Just getting into the 5th year.
We're just getting into it. So that talks a little bit about the prowess of what she's been able to do.
And we mentioned the Lady Cardinals are 12-3 overall. Folks, here's their losses this year. And these are the current rankings that came out today. They've lost to number 1 Florida Southwestern. They lost to number 2 Navarro. They lost to number 4 New Mexico.
If you're going to lose 3, you might as well lose 3 to the top 3 of the top 5, right? I mean, that does talk a little bit about the strength of schedule that gets you ready to go for the tournament down the road. And this team is built well. I think they're going to be right there.
This is probably not a good analogy, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Region 14 conference volleyball is similar to the SEC in football in the sense of if you play a tough non-district schedule like Aaliyah does,
right,
you know what's waiting for you once you get to conference play.
Yeah, exactly. And so when you line them up, we talk about there's no nights off in the Region 14 because on any given night, anybody can take care of business. This one tonight is shaping up to be a real fun night. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 5.
Oh, I fully expect it to.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't go 5, actually, is the way of looking at it.
Last season, the Lady Cardinals went 3-0 versus Blinn, winning 3-2 here at Cardinal Gym, 3-1 down in Brenham, and 3-0 at the regional tournament over at Carthage. So that's a rare sweep of Blinn. Blinn is rarely swept, especially with Terry Gamble as head coach. Now in his 6th year at Blinn, 27th year overall. He's the winningest active coach in America, folks. He's got 915 wins.
I was going to say, I know that when we were talking about Coach Gamble before the game tonight, I mean, it's definitely not his first time on the hardwood. He knows his way around and has a spirit of excellence in all of his programs and what he's been able to accomplish.
He's already a member of the NJCAA Volleyball Hall of Fame back in 2007. He's won 3 national titles. I mean,
wow!
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, got a lot of wisdom sitting on the end of that Blinn bench and calling the shots tonight. So
I tell you what, Tim, let's take a break for a quick break here and come back and we'll set up the game and we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem when we return. You're watching Lady Cardinal Volleyball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. As an Aspen Prize Top 150 U.S. Community College, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Visit us at tvcc.edu.
Your team leaves everything on the field. They play with heart and with their mind. But being smart starts long before the kickoff. With the latest technology, sports medicine advancements, expert physicians, we can keep your team healthy and protect joints and growing bones for this big moment and their future on any field. Physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital.
Back at Leon's Bishop Court at historic Cardinal Gym. If you're wondering why we aren't already playing, folks, we had about a 30-minute delay. One of the game officials was going to run in behind, so they just delayed the start of the game rather than send Blinn back home and ask him to drive back up here. I would not ask someone to ask Coach Gamble to do that.
Yeah, and I think everybody's like, hey, I'll give you 30 minutes because this is going to be worth a real. I think this could be one of those fun nights that you remember, kind of a defining moment for both these team seasons, if you will.
I think this is going to be big girl volleyball. I started saying basketball, volleyball.
Yeah, they're ready to go, both teams, and just watching everybody get loose. They are amped up. That extra 30-minute delay, it's letting them, kind of really ride that engine a little bit, if you will.
I mentioned who the Lady Cardinals have lost to, but they also have wins this year over number 9, Salt Lake, number 11, Weatherford, number 16, College of Southern Idaho, and number 17, Daytona State.
Yeah,
so it's been a tough schedule. It's one of the toughest schedules in the nation.
And Trinity Valley, you mentioned beating Weatherford. If I'm not mistaken, did you say that Blinn, that was their only loss?
Blinn lost to Weatherford 3-0. The Lady Cardinals defeated Weatherford 3-1. Now, one was the second game of the season, one was last week.
Right.
So there's a difference in style of play at that point.
Absolutely. So we getting very close to those introductions and should have a dandy for you here at Historic Cardinal Gymnasium this evening.
We were talking about Region 14, and here's 3 teams that are ranked in the top 12 this year at this point for Region 14. Navarro, as we mentioned, is number 2. The Lady Cardinals number 8, and Blinn is number 12. Those are the 3 heavyweights going into the meat of the conference schedule.
So as Trinity Valley has already run into Navarro on the road, they lost that one of their opening conference game. But we're talking tonight about defending home court. So in a couple weeks, 3 weeks or so down the road, Navarro coming here.
October 4th on a Wednesday night, and trust me, this place will be packed that night.
It will be here ready to go with it for sure.
For that one, for sure. But this gym's actually feeling in pretty nice tonight for a Tuesday night, and the days are mixed up as we were off yesterday for Labor Day. It doesn't seem like a Tuesday, but it was a Monday all day today at work. I know that much.
Trying to catch up, make that short week. So,
but anytime you have the Cardinal cheerleaders on hand, you've got a half a capacity crowd right there.
I'm telling you, it's a loud place too when they start making their presence known. So
I think all officials are present and accounted for now. So we're going to get underway here in about a minute. We'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. We'll have the national anthem, and we will be underway for what should be a dandy. Number 8 Lady Cardinals, number 12 Lady Bucks. Leon Spencer Court at Historic Cardinal Gym on a Tuesday night in Athens, Texas, America, USA.
Man, we finally made it to September, and nobody told the forecast, though.
But there's hope for next week.
I've got my fingers crossed.
Hope, folks, is at 100 here today, 101. We're looking for a high of about 90 next Tuesday or Wednesday, and that will be a blessing, I promise you.
I'm telling you, we'll live with that for real. So about ready to turn things over to our public address announcer. Here's Stephanie Gady.
Community College. It's Camper Appreciation Night, and Cardinal Volleyball would like to recognize all the campers that attended their summer camp. Would all the campers please stand up and be recognized? Let's all give them a big round of applause for our TVCC campers. Now, between the second and third set, the campers are welcome to participate in a game. So, campers, if you'd like to participate in the serving contest, please meet under the guest side basketball hoop between the second and the third set. Tonight's matchup is between the Blinn Buccaneers and the TVCC Cardinals. At this time, please stand, gentlemen, remove your head covers as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. Introducing the starting lineups for the Blinn Buccaneers. From Richmond, number 3, Taylor Glendeling. From East Bernard, number 9, Kellen Dortick. From Edgewood, number 11, Elizabeth Tyner. From Cypress, number 13, Kirby Califas. From Aleso Vallejo, California, number 16, Brooke Patchko. From Corpus Christi, number 17, Jaden Newman. And their libero from Friendswood, number 5, Sierra Pasick. The Blinn Buccaneers are led by Terry Gamble and assisted by Tammy Butler. And now, the starting lineups for your TVCC Cardinals. From Mexico, number 3, Valentina Tijerina. From Edinburgh, number 5, Lorelei Hill. From Peru, number 10, Moffer Cisneros Salas. From Argentina, number 12, Emma Bednarek. From Colombia, number 14, Genesis Rodriguez. From Argentina, number 24, Azul Palag. And the libero is from Colombia, number 2, Sofia Velez. Your TVCC Cardinals are led by Aaliyah Hayes and assisted by Brittany Engelbrecht, Maddie Van Dyke, and the student manager, Jorge.
Huge Region 14 conference tonight here at Lee Hospital Court at Cardinal Gym. We thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network. And with the play-by-play, calling tonight's match, Mr. Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny Rogers. You know, as we get ready for this one here, you mentioned earlier Aaliyah Hayes vying for her 100th win in her career. How great would it be to get it against the likes of the great Terry Gamble?
Oh, no wonder. That would be an all-time to remember right there. The winningest coach in active coach in volleyball right now. But she has a really good shot at getting it. And, of course, today when I called her to see, Leah, did you know that or I texted her, I didn't call her. I said, did you know that you're one win away from 100? She said, no, but we already should have had it.
Spoken like a true coach. Hey, good luck to her tonight as this place is going to be alive and hopping.
Lady Cardinals, of course, went 16-0 in conference last year, won the regional tournament with a 3-0 mark, went to the national tournament and finished 8th. Their second appearance at the national tournament, having finished 5th in 2018.
And I would say that every team in Region 14 is put a little extra mark. There's a little bit bigger bullseye on them after you sweep the conference last year.
Well, it's like Aaliyah and I talked in the preseason interview that we did. I said, how does it feel to go from being the hunter to being the hunted?
That's true.
She said, we're about to find out.
We're going to find out. And Lady Cards ready to go here on a Tuesday night in Athens, Texas. Glad to have you along here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Looks like our first service will come up at 6:35, so we're right on time now after a 30-minute delay.
So we should be ready to roll here. Good crowd on hand as number 13, Kirby Offas, will serve. Making them work early. Handled by the Bucks. A lot of movement early. Oh, caught her in between.
Timing is off on that just a little bit. The first point will go to the Lady Cardinals. Tim, I should mention that number 11 for Blinn College, Elizabeth Tyner, is the niece of Scott Tyner, the superintendent at Marksville ISD. Of course, he's a Cardinal Hall of Fame member, having played for the Cardinal football team back in the early 80s.
Nice to see that tie in here. So the set, Sophia almost got to that, but just could not quite. Great touch there by the Lady Bucks.
Sophia came into tonight third in the nation in digs with 258.
So at the service line, it will be Taylor going long on the serve. Unforced error.
First service error of the contest for either team.
So we'll see Palag heading to the stripe to get things going here for Trinity Valley with the early 1-point advantage. Going down and getting it nicely done by Rodriguez.
Good block by Bednarik.
Good energy going all the way across the floor here early. Velez, Palag there, and then smashed by Salas, but still handled by Blinn.
Two well-coached teams right here.
Got her in between there, and that's a point for the Bucks.
Yeah, Donahoe did a good job of running that down, but just was off balance just enough that she could get her power underneath the return to pass it back onto the floor.
So good start here. Both teams right where we anticipate them to be here. 2 apiece. Good job to go down and get it by Cruz. Sailed long there on Bednarik. So 3-2 here, Trinity Valley trailing.
Not much cushion early on.
See if they can handle the serve here and get back in control. That one.
That's wide. Twice now Bednarik has been off the mark.
Yeah, looked like she had what she wanted, just wasn't able to execute there across the net.
Yeah, the sideline was open.
Sometimes I think it's so wide open, you're like, wow, this is. That one goes a little wide right.
Second service error for Blinn.
So the Cards will try to take advantage with Salas going to the stripe.
Had a solid outing against Tyler the other night, especially that second set.
Oh, she was huge. Great net play coming up strong. Donahoe. That's the last touch by the Lady Cards.
Jake Newman with the winner for the Lady Bucks.
So back and forth we go here in this opening set. If you're just tuning in, we had a little bit of a delay starting at 6:35 tonight. So just minutes into this opening match.
We were originally scheduled to start at 6.
That's an ace.
Perfect there, Donahoe. My goodness, spotted that corner wide open and she found it.
Yeah, coming through with a huge shot there. Chance to tie it up here as Bednarik will serve. Cardinals get a point going into the
antenna.
Yeah, right into the antenna and then off into the official. So
yeah. Even better.
Head on the swivel.
5-5.
Tied up here in this opening set. Well, that ball had the dive on it. Handled, though, by the Bucks. Oh, that is not.
Henderson's eyes got this big, folks, and I've got to hold up my hands real wide.
Yeah, Benny's got a tear a rotator cuff trying to show that. Can't blame her, though. That was a beautiful set. You put her right there, and she delivers big. First lead of the night for Trinity Valley.
It is. First service error of the night for Trinity Valley.
So back to a tying ball game here, 6 apiece. Region 14 action going on here tonight.
They came off with number 5, Lorelei Hill with the hit for the Lady Cardinals, but they also came off with number 5, Passat, for the Lady Bucks, and the point will go to the Lady Cardinals. Tim, I'm telling you right now, just based on the way this is started tonight, a 2-point cushion may be a big lead.
I was going to say, there's not much room for expansion thus far. Tiarina with the serve. Into the net. Cards take advantage of that.
Lexi Higgins had the beat on that, but she just mishit it.
So here's a chance for Tiarina to add to a 2-point cushion. Like you said, there hasn't been anything bigger than that so far. Do like how they're making them run the floor. Great net play by the Bucks.
Taylor Glendenning with the block for the Lady Bucks. Nice job at the net.
Super huge play there.
Kellen Dorotic, number 9, is checking back in for the Lady Bucks. Thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network tonight, folks.
So Tyner to serve. Velez plays it. Well, that is long.
And looking at the scoreboard, Tim, is 8-8.
Yeah, you don't have time to look away because it will change on you in a hurry.
One run may be all it takes in this contest in each set tonight.
We anticipate this one being nicely done. Good effort there by Witzel, but could not do much with that.
No, Hennis Rodriguez was just too much over there on that right side.
So back up by a point here. It's the opening tonight's match. Should be able to set this up. Trouble and delivering big time that time for the Cards. It's Salas.
Yeah, she got the set and she made the most of it. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Lady Bucks.
Moffer Cisneros Salas out of Peru, the sophomore. We've come to love her and her energy. Boy, she was huge last week.
I'm going to miss her.
So here is unforced error.
2-2 in service errors, both teams. Those will add up in a game contest that's going to be this close as this one is tonight. It's going to be.
Yeah, you really want to make them earn it. And so far those two have definitely been helpful in this opening contest. Nice cross-court pass. That is in. Coach Campbell is going to come challenge that. Not happy. Got out of his chair for a better look.
Well, sometimes they don't go your way, Coach, as I like to tell you, because I agreed with what he was looking at.
Here's a dive ball. They'll set it up.
But to the linesman's credit, the head referee didn't overturn it.
Yeah, I was going to say he stood by the call. So it's up to 3-point lead here.
This is the biggest lead of the contest for either team.
Here comes Sophia Velez back to serve. That one sells on her. Those are starting to stack up a little bit here in this.
3-2 Lady Cardinals. Not the stats you want to lead in service areas.
Kept alive nicely there. Velez pushes it over. See if they could put this away. That's beautiful.
The answer is yes.
she's feeling more and more confident. You could see it with that shot right there.
Freshman out of Columbia.
Well done. So
Hennis Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez playing with some confidence with that. Here comes Donahoe back into the contest.
Comes off the antenna.
Well, that's a big one. Trinity Valley now up 4. Coach Campbell going to take a timeout.
No doubt. I think we can step away for a quick timeout here, and we'll join you on the other side of this timeout. You're watching Lady Cardinal Volleyball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
No one ever said you need to be sick to get better. That's why at Baylor Scott & White, we're innovating how people get well and stay that way. Where prevention might just be the prescription. Way to work. Teaching is on the treatment plan. And everyone is always on the same team. Yours. Baylor Scott & White Health, changing healthcare for the better.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can
Realize your dreams.
Jumpstart your future.
Be successful.
Trinity Valley Community College, a place where you can.
Welcome to the Valley.
Back to action here as the Lady Cards trying to add to a 4-point lead. Good job to keep that alive, Benny.
Then Coach Terry Gamma calling a timeout to try to stop the momentum the Lady Cardinals had built.
Oh, that was a rocket there. Velez could have handled that.
Way to do it right there.
Yeah, when she can't handle one, you know it's coming, because that's a rarity right there. They get that all-important point out of the break. So back to a 3-point advantage for Trinity Valley.
Timeout well used.
Trying to shift that momentum back the other way. That one going wide and long.
Yeah, Donahue had a bead on it, but just was a little wide with it on the cross court.
Donahue out of Katy, Texas, the 5'10 freshman.
Kaylin Cruz serves.
Try to catch him napping there. Still alive.
Wow. How that fell across his way across the net, I'm not sure, but he goes out of bounds, unfortunately.
I'm going to date myself here, but that looked like an old game of Frogger trying to get across the highway, just in and out of traffic.
You went back in the files for that one.
You're going to have to explain to the kiddos what Frogger is here. Important point here is it's back to a 1-point game. Oh, boy, and we're tied at 14.
Just like that. So that timeout was well used by Terry Gamble.
I'm telling you, back in the hunt here at 14 apiece.
It's going to be like this all night, folks. Just wait and watch and see.
Exactly. Cruz trying to get the advantage for Blinn. They'll have a shot here as they set it up. Velez pushing deep. Got it.
Boy, you described that perfectly. She saw that was wide open, and she just pushed the ball is all she did.
She was very court savvy there as she saw that opening and took advantage of it.
Solid serves for the Lady Cards.
Velez. Oh, boy, that's some big-time play at the net there.
That's sure with the block. Boy, it was a big-time play. She got up high and go to retrieve that one.
6'4" sophomore there, making her presence known. So back tied up at 15 here.
This is no surprise to me at all, Tim.
Now, as we talked in the pregame, we really both kind of feel like this thing's got the potential to be a long evening, and proving so here in the early going. Strong net play, getting a deflection, keeping it alive, and now point for Blinn.
And out of bounds off the Lady Cardinals. Kevin, you look it up. Navarro is 12-0. Blinn is 14-1. The Lady Cardinals are 12-3. Those three teams, look at that combined mark against a tough schedule by all three of them.
Yeah, for real. They are definitely the real deal.
Hello.
That's a good way to tie it back up with a smash over the top. But yeah, you add those marks up, and you're looking at a combined. I'll let my mathematician friend do the numbers here, but it adds up to a lot of W's in the early going. Back to action here is tough to handle, but she does. And now a chance to handle it back the other way.
Just 38-4.
Just 38-4. That's not, you know what they're doing. Holy cow, how about that?
That's a nice play.
Nicely done. 38-4 combined record for those three losses. So if you're going to have a stumble, you want it to be against a worthy opponent.
And every loss of the four losses were against nationally ranked teams.
A 1, a 2, and a 4
and
in the nation.
And 11 from Lady Bucks losing to Weatherford, who's 11 right now.
Oh my goodness, that was a nicely empty space found by Elizabeth Tyner. You mentioned her a few moments ago. She showed quite the court awareness herself coming through there. That was a borderline call. She outplays it. And then into the net, Lorelei Hill.
We're nearing the witching hour here in this first set, 18-17. We always watch to see who that first team to 20 is, because this could be one of those times when he defies the odds, too.
And quite a run here if you think back. They were trailing 14-10. They're on some kind of a run themselves.
Two well-coached teams. Two very talented teams as well. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Put the slammer on that. That's nice.
Donahoe.
So she comes through. Aces there for the Lady Cards.
5'10" freshman out of Katy, Texas.
Strong shot there to tie it back up. That was huge. You don't want to get too far away here as you're fighting for this first one. That'll be a nice
ace serve by Tiarina.
Now, Tiarina is tough on that line. We've seen her over the last year and now
she was
into
a
this
key
year.
contributor as a freshman last year.
Sure was. You see why there. See if she can rattle off a couple more. Look at that dip.
Woo! What a block by Rodriguez.
Nice job to keep it alive by Pesic. My goodness.
What a dig. What a dig.
This is great effort on both sides. So the Lady Cards pick it up, a double hit there. They called for four hits.
2018 Lady Cards. Back and forth we go, folks.
You got to take advantage here while you got the momentum. Build on it here.
First set is huge, especially when you're at home.
See if Tejerina can keep it going here for the Lady Cardinals. Goes long on that one. Was trying to force them back, but went a little too deep that time.
Lady Cards are up 2019. They've had 4 service errors. Blinn's had 2, so there's a net of 2 right there. Look, you put those 2 points on the board, look where you're at.
Yeah, totally different case.
Put the ball in play.
Going dink-a-roo, but handled. See if they can slam here. Pass cross court, finding an empty spot. They're going down and getting it though. Tejerina now across the way. Handled by Hill. Long, and the Lady Cards get a well-deserved point there.
Well, I can't say enough about Lorelei Hill, the 5'9" sophomore out of Edinburgh, Texas, for the Lady Cardinals. Last year she was a role player when she was on the floor. She's really become a frontline contributor this year and a steady contributor for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, she's really blossomed and taken that role on and embraced it, playing with excellence. Into the net, so it's back to a 1-point advantage, Trinity Valley.
That's just 5 points that you just give away. I mean, not intentionally, but the result is you get it away.
Yeah, the end result definitely is one that you definitely have to calculate that in. Oh boy, great job that time from Blending.
Yeah, it's a big time block there.
Tied back up with this opening set. And now it's going to be Glyphus at the line. Driving the Lady Cards back. Handling it though. Nonetheless, it's Moffer, Cisneros, Salas.
Salas is pretty deadly from that left side.
Timeout here, so let's keep it here and talk about this shift of momentum back and forth here. Trinity Valley up by 1, but we've seen the seesaw here. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, the last time Blinn used a timeout, they were down 14-10. The Comets come back and be tied as late as 21-21 now. Of course, the Lady Cardinals with a 22-21 lead. So let's see if this timeout is as effective for Terry Gamble as his first one was.
Yeah, if you think about that, man, the numbers, they've been on an 11-8 run. That was huge for them. That got them a brief lead, but Trinity Valley battling back. So here we go. It's going to be Velez at the service line for Trinity Valley. See what the libero elects to do.
It's a good one to have there.
Indeed.
Situation.
Handled.
Great deep by Rodriguez.
What a good strong move back and forth on both sides. Well, that's not much you can do with that one.
No, Rodriguez couldn't get in squared up position to make anything pay off that save there, but it just goes out of bounds and it stands.
So back all tied 22 apiece. Deuce is wild here. Tejerina Wow, trouble, and Trinity Valley gets lead Coach Gamble up off the bench on that.
I'd be shying away too if I'm Blinn with when anytime that Solace goes up with that much intent on hitting the ball.
Yeah, she is something special. 5'9" sophomore coming up strong from the outside hitting spot. Boy, just found an empty spot.
Yeah, found an empty spot. Lady Clark is out of position a little bit, more in key position.
Tied 23 all. Very, very important point here as Cruz is at the line. That's trouble, and Trinity Valley gets a point there.
That's Schull with the block, but unfortunately it goes off the antenna. So it is set point for the Lady Cards.
See if they can capitalize here. Set point, have to win by 2. So this would do it. Let's get that point, ladies. It won't happen on this round. Surprised we're at 24-24.
No, I'm not at all.
Me neither.
Not at all. And I can see the next 4 doing the same. Well, not the next 4, because on the 5th set we'll just go to 15. But
yeah, it could be one of those nights.
It could be. Could be.
So now back the other way. Here comes Witzel to serve for Blinn.
Big point here for either team.
Hit, but handled. Set for Donahoe, and that is going to try and do a curveball around the antenna.
Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so
set point. Yeah.
Again. Let's see if Bednarik can do it. Emma at the line. The big right-hander from Argentina. Got a shot here. Let's see what they do. Handled. It's going long.
It definitely went long. Had it set up perfectly.
Yeah, that's one that Donahoe just put a little too much muscle behind.
We said we were going to be here a while tonight, folks. I didn't know that we were necessarily going to be here this long in the first set.
In the first set. So here's 25 apiece, the serve from Hessick.
Took a little off that, Rodriguez did.
Good net play. Great hustle there from Salas. Nice return. Velez, Palag, and long. Donahoe has been just a tad off this first set.
The team that loses this first set is Aaliyah Hayes is going to call a timeout. She understands the importance of this first set. Because, boy, when you play one this tight and it doesn't go your way, you just feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders going into that second set.
Yeah, you're both of these clubs have extended quite a bit of energy and effort. You would hate to not have it. So now it's set point for Blinn. They can get a point here. They would take this first set.
They held off two Lady Cardinal set points.
Yep. So Trinity Valley's got to muscle up here and get this point, and then a couple more here and get on to the second set.
These are two really great teams playing.
Oh, man. We're getting to see some great volleyball here tonight. Here is the serve.
Nice dig, Salas.
And that goes into the net, so it will be Blinn for the first set. A 27-25 win on that opening set. We'll step away. We're coming back on the other side. For set 2, it's Blinn at TVCC. You're seeing it here on the Cardinal Sports Network.
When I was first diagnosed with multiple myeloma, you had a 30 to 40% chance to live 4 years. Well, here I'm 15 years out from my transplant, and I'm doing all this stuff still.
When the doctor came in the next morning, he said, "You don't even look like you had surgery." I said, "Thank you." that makes you look forward to every day.
I mean, you know, something knocks you down, you just get up and keep on moving. Go live.
I'm being revamped.
Here's to those who never settle.
Good try, Michelle. Good try.
To the clear. He punches it straight. What a straight. Come on.
That was amazing.
Oh my God.
TC really just had a dominant control here.
Joining us, folks, where the heck you been? We through the first set here, with Blinn taking a 27-25 victory in a first set that lasted 25 minutes. We fully expect the sets 2, 3, 4, and if there's a fifth to go, to the distance too, folks. These are two evenly matched teams, two great teams, two well-coached teams, two fundamentally sound teams. Did you just add any adjective or description to it you want? And that's what you got tonight, Tim Howard.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Benny, as both these teams are, you know, they're so evenly matched, and then you see them play, and it's 3 set points, 2 for Trinity Valley, and then Blinn had one, and so I mean that's just the kind of night you can expect.
It's going to be that way, and it had that written all over when we started tonight. We said that up front, and it's going to come to fruition. I really believe.
What is the most important factor at this point that you see for the Lady Cards coming out? Obviously, you don't want to get behind early in the second set.
Don't want to get behind early in the second set. Although we said that the other night against Tyler when they lost the first set.
And they played so well down the stretch.
What do we know? I mean,
I was going to say, on paper, you don't want to do that, but at the end of the day, you know, you don't underestimate this team's heart.
Folks, we make it sound good, but that don't mean we know what we're talking about. Let's just be upfront about it.
I'll tell you, the Cardinal Sports Network and their graphics and camera folks, they make us sound good. And all the stuff that they look and make look effortless, it's just so much to be part of this team. And the fun that we get to have behind the scenes is phenomenal. We're ready for the second set. Ready or not, here we go, right, Benny?
That's right.
So
Zaylee Moses into the contest for the first time for the Lady Cardinals at the service line.
See if Zaylee can get things going here. The sophomore. Little drop serve there. Big, strong attack there from Dortick.
Yeah, Kellen Dortick is very strong over there on that right side for the Lady Bucks.
I'm just looking across at Pat Shule. I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with. She's 6'4" after Dortick there, but there's some great play at both sides of the ball. That's tough to handle. They got a hand on it, kept it alive.
Great hustle by the Lady Bucks.
Arena. And can't quite get that kill there.
Silas took a little bit off of that.
She did.
She didn't take anything off of that.
No, she brought it that time.
Oh.
In between. Great net play there. So good start for the Bucks.
Now they got caught in the neutral zone there, the Lady Cards did.
So with a 2-0 advantage, it'll be Lending serving here.
This is not the start you wanted to get off to, although it's certainly 2-0 is not insurmountable.
No, you got to just bounce back here, kind of shift that momentum. That's
good, strong serve.
Yeah, pushed us way back. Got a hand on it at the net. Into the net.
Into the net, definitely. Tim Howard saw it, folks. She was in the net.
If you can see, if I can see that or Benny can see it, then you know it was.
I wouldn't admit that I saw it.
So with a 3-2-1 now, Trinity Valley has a chance to tie it up here.
Yeah, Blinn jumped out to the 2-0 lead.
It's a big opportunity because you don't want to fall too far behind either of these teams. As although we saw Blinn at one point, they were down 14-10, come back to win it in the first set. Great job by Arena. Capped alive. Into the net on that side for the Cards. That's a 4 hit. So 3-1, and it will be number 1, Kayleen Cruz to serve.
Blinn can really put a lot of pressure on the Lady Cardinals if they get off to a fast start here and make that pressure start mounting for the Lady Cardinals.
Teorina. Oh, took something off there. Almost found him. Got it done, though. Over
That Shule didn't take anything off that.
No, that was Thunder versus Power right there. Both of them at the net. Great start for Blinn. Putting the pressure on. Velez kept it alive. Azul, then Tejerina. Point Carnes. Lady Cardinals getting one there. That's a big one. See if they can battle back here, get a couple of quick ones. Bring my blood pressure down just a little. As we talked about, though, we would not be we anticipate this to be one of those kind of nights, back and forth all the way around. Great serve, good handle. Velez, Palag, and Salas.
Out of bounds off the Lady Bucks.
Yeah, couldn't get the bounce she was looking for there. So 4-3. Chance to tie it with Azul at the line.
Lady Cards will be in Carthage on Thursday night, Tim, to take on Panola at 6 p.m. They'll be at home next Tuesday night to take on Lee at 6 p.m. We won't have that for you on the Cardinal Sports Network, but the game will be webcast on the Cardinal YouTube channel by the Cardinal Sports Network.
Looking forward to that one. Velez can't handle that one.
I think our next webcast, full webcast here on the Cardinal Sports Network, is on Saturday, September the 23rd, when the Lady Cards take on Victoria at 1 p.m. And later that night, we will have the Cardinal football game from Bruce Field against Cisco. So a busy day for the Cardinal Sports Network on September the 23rd.
Got it circled and highlighted. Whoa, how about that? That was just a little scoop pass, and she doesn't even have to get that full extension, just comes across like a windmill. Slams it home.
Lady Cardinals down 4-1 at one point, have fought their way back to be down 5-4 here early on in this second set, down 1-0 in the match.
Adamari Sepulveda at the stripe.
Her first action of the contest.
Little Thunder there coming. Handled it. Caught. They're going to call her catching double tap there. So
yeah, she put both hands on the ball and counted that as 2 hits.
Also did a little alley-oop there. Looked like she was going to dunk it. I hate to go reference basketball in September, but hey, it is TVCC.
You do what you got to do.
Little Lady Cards. Velez. Nicely done by Hennessy. Rodriguez,
when she gets that perfect set, as any hitter would, but if she gets that perfect set, her eyes get big, and she winds up on the ball and she hammers it home.
She is definitely over there saying this. That's what I like right there. Little discussion over there. Azul talking, the head official trying to get some clarity on something here. One of the captains, as you see her pleading her case.
That's Azul Palag, one of the captains for the Lady Cardinals. By the way, Azul is third in the nation in assists, averaging 11.36 per set.
Yeah, she is definitely a huge factor for this Lady Card team.
Oh, a nice job there by Glendenning.
Great effort. Back and forth they go.
Perfect hit.
Yeah, Lexi Higgins found the spot and had the Lady Cards leaning just a little bit. Nothing they could do after that.
She's a 6'2 freshman, folks.
So back to a 2-point advantage here in the second set. Trinity Valley trailing after a 27-25 first set they came up short on. Palag.
Rodriguez with the block.
Strong at the net. Laura Lai with the cross. Shot nicely done at the net, but still handled by Blinn.
Rodriguez got a piece of that one as well.
How about this volley, Benny?
She got all of that one.
Finishing it at
3 blocks by Rodriguez and a kill. That's a pretty good rally point right there.
Well, don't we talk about, hey, you want these guys to get their tape, you want them to get their looks, and boy, there's 3 in a row right there.
3 in a row.
That'll give you a nice little highlight reel.
Yeah, three blocks
in
and a
one
kill.
volley. That's how you draw it up right before you shut your eyes at night. Oh, my goodness. That was a great return there by Blinn. They get it back up to a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, Kellen Doherty did a great job there.
Second set here. It's a 2-point advantage here for Blinn. Trying to add to it here on a Tuesday night in the Valley.
You're careful. You got to be careful with the Lady Cardinals. You don't want to get to a tipping point here midway through this first set, and I don't think they will. I'm just saying it.
Velez keeping it alive.
There's eye-to-eye combat out there.
I'm telling you.
Oh, goodness. Great job by number 3, Taylor Glendenning, of taking something off of that one. The Lady Cardinals got a piece of it through the timing off, because they were expecting the big hit.
That's what I was just about to say. I mean, it was just like they dived to a spot, and she just dinked it enough.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
When she's right here in front of us and she winds up like that, I start taking cover.
Rodriguez had enough to get it through 2 defenders and then find the court. So back to a 2-point deficit here.
Moses checks back into the contest to serve out of Caddo Mills, Texas.
See if Zaley can get that serve working here for the Lady Cards.
I think of the Foxes in Caddo Mills, aren't they, Tim?
I think so. I believe you're correct.
Ooh, what a dig by
Zaley.
Moses. Oh, there's no digging that one.
Well, I'm telling you, there is an extra gear with that Blinn squad tonight.
We know how good the Lady Cardinals are, but I tell you what, I'm gaining a lot of respect for this Blinn tonight because I knew they were good. You don't go 14-1 and win 13 straight and have a Hall of Fame coach on your bench and not be good, but they are a really good volleyball team.
Well, you can also watch a lot of Coach Gamble's, as that goes out of bounds, his mannerisms just sitting on the bench, taking it all in, down 14-10.
Sure,
I'll take a timeout.
And Aaliyah's the same way, too.
Yeah.
They coach their team during the week, and match play, you just make adjustments. That's all you got to do.
That's what they do, and they're doing it. 2-point set here. They get a point as one of the Lady Cards got it at the net.
11-8.
3-point advantage.
There's still a lot of set left, but you don't want to let it get too out of hand because we haven't seen many runs of more than 4 points tonight in this contest so far.
Velez checking back into the contest. You sat briefly, got her a breather.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Goodness.
Ooh. That was a rocket.
Definitely what the Lady Cards needed there.
Donahoe back in. So across the front, you got Salas, let's see, Bednarik and Donahoe. Went long there.
6 service error by the Lady Cards tonight.
Well, those are mounting up. All of a sudden, you look up and
well, certainly when you look at that 27-25 first set, and there was a difference of 3 after the first set, and that's all the difference in the world right there.
Those are things that really come back to haunt you.
Perfect set, absolutely perfect set, and the great kill by Donahoe.
Yeah, Donahoe gets kind of a chance to do the flex, but you're right, it was all in the set.
It was all in the set.
That set.
When that set went in from Palag, went up into the air, you just see that was going to be perfect.
Yeah, that was one that Benny was salivating over.
Well, that's just being the old man I am.
Here's a chance on the other side. Oh, good net play. Forced her to push it.
Oh,
it's
wide.
It was right in front of Coach Gamble, who held his hand up along with the other official.
He agreed with that one.
So back to a 3-point lead. Serving for Blinn, and the Lady Bucks will be Pesek.
Bless you.
Sierra with the push into the net. Velez will track it down. Boy, they have increased it. Look, though, might see a timeout here at 14-10. We saw that in the first set.
Yeah, no question about it.
The difference is now Blinn
it's on the
is on the 14 side.
Well,
maybe we'll get the same result. How often does that happen?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
So we got a chance to talk a little bit about What do you think's going on in that huddle? I'm sure if we listen in, we can hear what's going on. But what do you think?
Let's not do that.
What do you think?
No, Leah's not that type. She's very under control.
Sure.
She gets her point across, her message across. She doesn't have to holler and scream and anything like that. She's just adjusting them on the floor.
She's just getting her, like you said, getting her point across. But you can't panic. That's the main thing. No anxiety at this point.
And that's why she plays the schedule that she plays.
Yeah.
They're not going to see anything in Region 14 Conference that they haven't already seen in non-conference play.
Yeah, that's probably what she's reminding them of. Hey, we've been here. We've hit some roadblocks before. We'll find a way around it, go over it. But we're not going to sit. We're going to battle.
There's no panic in that huddle. I don't know what's being said specifically, but there's no panic in that huddle. I can promise you that.
Sure. And so with a 14-10 deficit here in the second set, we'll see how the timeout works for TVCC.
Pasak at the service line for the Lady Bucks.
Had to hustle to get there, but gets it done. So here are the Lady Cards not able to handle it at the net.
I tell you, Lexi Higgins is fun to watch too, even though she's got a Blinn jersey on. She's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, 6'2" freshman coming up strong, the outside hitter for the Lady Bucks.
No doubt about it. 15-10, biggest lead of the contest in the second set.
Huge point of this set. Oh my goodness. Trinity Valley is going to have an answer here.
Yeah, real quick.
Real trouble.
Bailey Abelis is going to check into the contest for the first time for the Lady Cards tonight, wearing number 11.
She's out of Lovelady, Texas, the sophomore. So we'll see if a little change of pace here can help things.
Nice dig.
Oh, nicely done there. But Clark's a beneficiary there.
Pasak did a great job of diving just to get a piece of the ball. You just had a quiet night for Lady Cardinals, and this is, I'm not leaving this in a negative way at all, is Sophia Belez.
Yeah.
We haven't called her name that much, and that just shows you maybe what Blinn's directing his attack is staying away from her.
Yeah, they have definitely been, I think, working around her.
Ooh.
No working around there, just found a spot, come up with an asteroid crater in the
no doubt
gym floor now.
No doubt.
That was thundering. 6-point advantage. Lady Bucks. A little off on the timing there. Looked like she was ready to go up and had to reset.
Well, Blinn has got those sets down, Tim, and that's going to really be a problem for the Lady Cardinals if they can't find an answer for that.
Yeah, and they're going to have to figure it out pretty quick here, boy. They've dug themselves quite a hole. See if they can get a point off this. Well, it's tough sledding there as they will have it bounce out of bounds on the return.
Higgins is hard to defend. I mean, I don't have any answers for that part.
Yeah, she's been rock solid for sure.
19-11, you feel this is just kind of slowly slipping away from the Lady Cards at this point, Tim.
See if TVCC can get a run started here.
Good set. Good block. There she is again. Higgins.
Man, I'm telling you, there's not an answer. Albinus.
Boy, all the pressure in the world's going to be on the Lady Cardinals if they drop this one and have to win 3 straight against this Blinn team. That's hard to imagine, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough road.
Not saying it can't be done.
It's going to be a long battle to get there. Let's see if they can answer. Velez tried to keep it alive, but wasn't enough time there for anyone to get to it. So, boy, Blinn is exercising their will right now.
Sophia doesn't seem to have that same sparkle in her eyes that we see her have so many games. She may not be feeling well. There's a lot of things going on.
She's got a quick release on that one there.
Glendenning. The onslaught. This is just an onslaught now.
Boy, they are in the groove, if you will.
Good set.
That'll break it.
That set makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, take that and see if they can build on it. So Teharina will come in and try and work some of her magic from behind the service line, see if she can get things going.
We've seen her reel off 2 or 3 straight here already tonight.
Yeah, she's definitely going to get one there. Great start there for the Lady Cards as Teharina.
Ace serve for the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals averaging 2.2 ace serves in the contest, and I know they've had 2 tonight.
So see if they can keep things going. Valentina at the stripe.
Going to have some contests in between these second, third sets from the youngsters who participated in camp this summer with the Lady Cards.
Teharina.
Oh, my.
Getting some spark back, give them a little bit of life and see what they can do. Teharina with 2 in a row.
Well, they know what's at stake here. Going down 2-0 to Blinn would not be advisable.
Yeah, you got to keep battling here.
Right now, you kind of swing from the hip. Now you have nothing to lose. You just go after it.
See if you can't pull something off. Great job keeping it alive. Cross-court pass. Hit. Salas. Plog. Lorelei. They'll keep it alive.
Oh, great job by number 3, Taylor Glendinning.
She saw it was there for her, and if she could make that reach, and she does, reaches over and gets it.
She sensed that the Lady Cardinals were all pulled into the net, and she just dinked that ball across the top of it.
Timeout here with a tough way to go here, Benny. See if the Lady Cards can battle their way back here, down 23-14.
Well, it's definitely a big hill to climb. There's no doubt about that. I want to figure out how we get you involved in some of these contests that are going to be going on here between the second and third set.
Well,
I see hula hoops over there, and you grew up in the hula hoop age, buddy.
I think that's a trick that I'm going to stay far away from, just because I know it's for the kids.
Well, act surprised when they call your name, because I turned it in.
Thanks, Benny. With friends like you, who need so. Long way to go here to get back in this, but you know the old adage of you gotta walk before you can run, you gotta crawl before you can walk. Just put a couple of them together and see what happens, right? I mean,
that's all you can do.
Just gotta battle.
It's all right to gamble at this point, and because this was probably out of reach, but throw a few haymakers in there, you might knock somebody out.
That's true. Well, Les lets that go. Oh. Found its way on the back line. Just
it hit Sophia.
Oh, okay.
It glanced off of Sophia's.
She's trying to make that decision. 50-50 ball, if you will. This is set point. Oh, not so fast as a Thunderdome there from Rodriguez.
Well, that's a great nickname for her right here in front of us. Every time she's right here in front of us on what would be the right side of the Lady Cardinal attack, she's almost 100%, Tim.
She is. She's forced to be reckoned with. So here comes Zaylee Moses. See if Zaylee can get things rolling here. Set point. Teharina sends that one back. And that'll do it. Blinn getting on the roll that time. So now they take that set 25-17.
Tim, we're going to take a quick break, a 30-second break, folks, and then we're going to come back with some contests from the campers that participated in camp with the Lady Cardinals this summer. So this is a quick break. We'll be right back on the other side.
I was in a coma for about 2 weeks. I've had the worst happen to me, but you can't let life beat you down.
I was in recovery, and doctor came in, and he said, you and I are going to run in this marathon next year.
My dream is to help other traumatic brain injury survivors.
By the time we finished the first mile, I started tearing up. We went full circle here. I'll live my life to the fullest each day.
I want to show them that you're strong, you're resilient, and you can keep going.
Here's to those who never settle.
Mr. Court at Cardinal Gym, where we're setting up some hula hoops or some kind of contest going on with the campers that participated in the Lady Cardinal volleyball camp this summer. You see members of the Lady Cardinal basketball team out there setting up the contest. Now the campers are on the opposite end of the floor, and they're going to come out, and I don't know what the games are. I'm not going to try to describe it. Tim's not going to try to describe it.
And here with the play-by-play is Benny Rogers.
No. You're just going to watch, folks, okay?
Hey, I do love seeing the the younger audience involved here with some of the kids and just their faces, man. This is where I want to be someday. I'm going to get to play on here, on there, building that dream for some of them.
No doubt, absolutely. It'll be a night they never forget, and I know it's on a small scale, but it's something, as a kid, you remember it was a pretty big thing.
Absolutely. It's going to be something they'll cherish for a long, long time. And as I heard them say, there are prizes for these guys. So they're
Lady Cardinal basketball coach Precious Ivy's out there directing things, so things will get underway here really quick here.
Thingies.
You could do that.
I was going to say I might be able to put one in the thingy.
It would not require any thrusting of your hips.
I'm here to tell you this will be a lot of fun. Let's see who's going to. I think it'd be more fun if they all hit it once, and they might. I don't know. I'm kind of privy to.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Benny, I'm going to get a ball and hit one for you. That's the game ball. You can't use that one, Benny.
This will be a close match for Tim Howard, folks.
So, as this fun is unwinding in front of us, just Trinity Valley is going to have to find a way here over the next, 3 sets. They got to get this next set to get to the fourth, and then you got to get the fourth to get to a fifth. But if you do that fifth, all of a sudden you got home field advantage and pressure's on. It's doable. We've seen it happen before. It's going to be tough, though.
Sometimes it's tougher, I think, for the team that's up 2-0 coming out in that third set to keep that focus and momentum, because you think like we think.
Yeah.
They've got to win 3 straight now.
Yeah, three straight. So all of a sudden those points get a little bigger.
And we've seen that happen before.
Yes, we have. So we'll look forward to that. So all the
I'm sure we had some winners out there, but I didn't see many balls hit into the hula hoops.
That's because you and I were sneaking in our shots as well.
Well,
but like you said, still a lot of fun out there. Those guys and gals getting involved, or girls from camp earlier this year, and some great numbers that are part of that every year. So glad to see them.
And the camps are well attended this summer, and Leah and her staff did a great job with them. And we also ought to mention that Leah's got a brand new staff this year, and Brittany Engelbright, her first-year assistant coach, and Maddie Van Dyke, no stranger to Lady Cardinal volleyball, is back as an assistant coach as well. She played for Leah, of course, 2 and 3 years ago in Leah's first couple of teams she had here, her second and third team she had here, and now she's back as an assistant coach, and that's a huge get for Leah.
I want to get your input on this. I know the answer to it, but as you look down that roster, there's so many great representation of players from all over. And Aaliyah has said and told us before she was a part of a program like that, right?
She was, and she went on an extensive recruiting trip this year. She made one trip, but went to different countries and everything, and recruited this talent, and then she returned with them, and she sent me, of course, the releases on them. And so I got to know these kids, know them, knew of their histories before they got on campus and everything. And she was pretty excited, had a gleam in her eyes when she was telling me about these kids.
And as I recall hearing her share a little bit about it, she's been able to say, I got to see part of the world with my teammates, and she's able to kind of foster that with her team now. It's a really cool story. So let's see if these guys can pull it together here and take this third set. They're going to have to if they want to play more tonight.
I've always said Aaliyah's team's may not win the championship every year, but I guarantee you they're always the tightest and closest team around this league every year. And I can't say that in all certainty because I'm not on every campus. But I know what I see here, and it's the real deal.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to see that cohesiveness. So let's see if we can put 2 and 2 together here and get a 3.
Well, here it is. Tim Howard, Mr. Clever.
Mr. Clever is not how I've been described very often, and I don't think I will be again. Yeah. Here we go, third set. Lady Card's got to get it going here.
Do or die.
It is going to be Kirby Cleophas to serve for Blinn.
You don't want that weight to get heavier by letting Blinn get off to a quick start here in this third set.
Really makes it tough. As you said, the weight gets heavier. That's long or wide, so.
It went out of bounds off the lady cards.
I got a piece of it.
Yeah.
So they will correct that.
That was a good call. That was the correct call.
So
it went against the Lady Cardinals, but it was a correct call.
And you want that. You want it to be the right call. So Blinn with a quick start. See if Trinity Valley can answer Tejarina with a nice dig in the back. Got another one. That is going to be long.
Yeah. You don't want to dig too deep a hole if you're the Lady Cardinals, down 2-0. Because Blinn's going to play with great confidence, and they won't have to have a lot of focus, to be honest with you.
Yeah, when you're rolling like that, it's kind of like getting that set, as that'll help things. Unforced error, but it's kind of like getting that set over the top of the net. It's a lot easier to do when you're rolling and you got everything going your way.
Absolutely.
So that's a great break there on the service error. See if Velez can get it going.
A service error number 4 for Blinn. The Lady Cardinals have got 6.
Great net play there.
Oh, my goodness. What a smart player she is.
She is. Very, very great court awareness, high court IQ. So with 3-1 lead here, they're trying to build on it. It'll be Taylor serving.
That's long.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this is not looking good early on.
Yeah, that's a tough squad they're running into, and Trinity Valley, unfortunately, is not having their best outing of the year.
Well, when you went 13 straight like Blinn has, you're doing a whole lot right.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a point for Trinity Valley.
Yeah, Credit Rodriguez with the point there off the block that goes out of bounds off of the Lady Bucks.
Yeah, Rodriguez, a freshman out of Columbia. Glad to see that FR by her name because she's playing well. The freshman, a lot of these younger players have had big moments.
Been key contributors.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Great job downloading.
Oh, goodness, times 2.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, great volleyball is fun to watch. I mean, I don't care if it's the other team, it's fun to watch.
Sure, and we're getting to see it tonight. I mean, we're so blessed in 14. I mean, Region 14, we talk about it almost ad nauseum, but there's so many talented players on both sides of the net week after week. Example there, because that looks like one that Rodriguez has got dialed up, and that took a special play to have it come back right in front of her there, and that was well executed by Blinn.
Credit Jaden Newman, number 17, with the point for the Blinn women.
Double hit there. That'll be into the net. So
yeah, you see the net moving too.
Yeah, Trinity Valley it's
just an avalanche.
Wheels
right
have
now.
kind of come off here as that, and we go back to that first set you were talking about. It's both of these teams. You feel like whoever gets it's going to be in a pretty good spot because they executed so much energy. Nice job that time.
There she is again, Hill.
Lorelei Hill, nicely done. The sophomore from Edinburgh.
Way down in South Texas.
Yeah, see if Rodriguez can reel off a couple here. Get back in it.
They definitely need it.
Yeah, you want to find a positive on a night like this. You kept alive. Still battling. That was Germaine Antwine that had that one come back on her. She hit the ball well, but just great net play. We've seen it all night from Blinn.
Here's the thing about it: when you get down 2 sets to none, you can't get that. You can't get both sets back in one set. You got to work on getting that first set and then working on the second one. That's what the Lady Cardinals got to do. Just play loose.
Yeah, exactly. And
they're just out of sync right now.
The mental game starts coming in and really It's as much mental as physical.
It starts weighing on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what the hill is you got to climb.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, nice dig.
In between no man's land there. They're a little indecisive there. As the Lady Cards were 2 people there, but is that you? Is that me? Just one of those.
I see. I watch Aaliyah on the other end on the bench there, and she's just not believing what she's seeing in her squad right now. This is unfamiliar with what they've done this season.
Kept alive. Into the net.
Antoine's going to be called big into the net. 11-3.
Tough night here. Expectations were totally different. A little timeout on the floor here. I think trying to regather themselves, if you will, and say, hey, well, you may not win the night, but let's get some positives going.
Absolutely. I was going to say the very same thing, Tim. And certainly don't throw in the towel.
Right.
I mean, because even this will not be a bad loss to a Blinn team that's won 13 straight and is ranked number 12. But at the same time, you want to bow your neck a little bit and put up a defense at your home court.
Yeah, you're at home, and it takes something when you see another team celebrating on your floor, and they're having fun out there. I mean, I don't think there's anything spiteful in it, but you just look at that and you say, come on, like you gotta battle back here and get this set. It's a long way just to get this set, because if you look away, Blinn is pulled away. It's 11-3 here as we're back to action. And it will be Emma Witzel, deep setter at the service line. That's a little frustration coming out there.
That's what you want to see if you're Leah Hayes coming out of the timeout. Some spark to your club. They may not win it. You still may not win it.
Yeah.
Show some spark.
Yeah, put a little flash in the plan here. Let's have some good moments here. And credit to Antoine. Make the most of your opportunity. I mean, you get a chance, and good to see her deliver there. So at the line, Zaylee Moses. Zaylee pushes that one deep. Azul with the set and the finish. Nice.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez getting it done from the middle line there, getting it nicely done.
A little bit of fight. This is good to see.
And out of the timeout, you love to see the response. You know, your coach challenging you a little bit. Love to see them answering.
May not pay dividends tonight, but it will at some point later in the season.
That's right. Boy, that's a tough one there. But Merrick tried to get a hand on it, but
Shirley's a very heads-up player. She's a very smart player. She sees that floor out of the peripheral vision, and it makes a great decision.
So you look at a young lady who's 6'4", and you think, oh, she's all power. She's got the brain capacity as well, and that's brilliant right there, the move by her. Nicely done. Antoine saying little extra oomph in the
She'll be earning some more playing time down the rest of the season.
Yeah, she's making the most of it here, as it will be Tehe Rena to serve. Valentina stepping up. 5'4", as you see it on the screen, the sophomore. Oh, great hustle there. Almost got a gimme there. Bednarik.
Great dig by Teorina.
That'll be a point for the Lady Cards. 13-6.
I was about to say it was 12-6 at that point. You wanted to get to 12-10 maybe before you turn the serve back over in case you did, and they didn't get a chance to do that.
Did not. Going down and getting it. Rodriguez. Nice job again. Keeping it alive. I'll tell you this, Blinn, they're still playing with as much firepower as they have from the beginning.
Taylor Glendenning has had a very strong contest tonight for the Ladybugs as well.
Yeah.
6'2" sophomore, middle blocker.
I'm here to tell you that Region 14 is going to be well represented. Whew. I mean, Navarro, Trinity Valley.
You got three top-heavy teams,
Blinn.
and Tyler and Panola aren't any slouches either.
No, they're not. We saw a great effort from TJC last week.
Lady Cardinals said it will be Thursday night. They'll be over in Carthage taking on Panola in a 6 p.m. contest.
Yep.
Be at home next Tuesday to take on Lee at 6 p.m. here at Cardinal Gym. You can watch that one on the Cardinal YouTube channel.
And then, as you mentioned earlier, we've got a couple of weeks from now the next Trinity Valley or Cardinal Sports Network with the full team will be on the 23rd Saturday. That's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, 1 p.m. and the Cardinal football team will be at home tonight against Cisco at Bruce Field at 7.
See if they can bring some heat here. Trinity Valley will take the point there. Into the net goes number 9. That was on Dorotic. So Trinity Valley, I think we talked about it a little bit, but bears repeating. That first set, it was a hugely important. You go back to that first set. If Trinity Valley is able to somehow capture that, they end up losing it 27-25. But boy, Blinn took advantage and rattled off that second one rather easily.
Yeah, Lady Cardinals were up 14-10 in that first set. Oh my goodness, that's way wide.
That one was ricocheted right out of the arena.
You can't erase this lead all in one serve, but you can work on one point at a time. I know it's a cliche to say that, but that's very true.
Yeah, Adamari at the line right now trying to get ever so close. Does make them work for it.
Ooh, little flat-footed.
They'll get a point there. Genesis Rodriguez.
You just never know. You just never know. There's still a deep hole to dig out of, but you just never know.
One thing that you talked about, Coach Gamble, and I think this is one of the things that jumps out at me as a guy who's a lot like Ali, a very calm and all, but he sees a little bit of a slouch in their game. All of a sudden he's up. They're up 2-0 and he's up and he's talking to his team because he's like, hey, this is a teachable moment here.
He's calling a timeout too. The Lady Cardinals have reeled off 4 straight points.
So now he's going to talk to his squad in this third set. Been all Blinn from the latter part of the first set on. But Trinity Valley making a nice little run here.
Down 16-6, now down 16-10.
So all of a sudden, Trinity Valley's
just keep pecking away, pecking away. And then if you're able to win this set, now you move it all of a sudden into that third set, the fourth set, and then the pressure slips back over to Blinn just a little bit at that point.
Yeah, and so, as you look at the screen, we have some upcoming broadcasts. The Cardinal Sports Network will have a football game on the 16th with Tyler coming to town.
Conference opener.
That'll be a fun one.
It
always
will be.
Always a good battle there.
And last year we had no night games at Bruce Field. This year we got 3, so that's pretty fun.
That'll definitely work. Adamari will serve for Trinity Valley. Pushing it deep.
Oh, how smart was that?
Wow.
How smart was that? She could probably sense that the entire Lady Cardinal defense was anticipating the set and the kill, the spike.
Yeah.
And she just went with a little softy.
Just knew, sometimes that's all it takes is Kirby Cleophas will serve. Back and forth here on this volley. Kept alive.
Nice job by Blinn.
This is just still neither team bending. Well, finally getting it done. Wow.
Newman with the kill.
Jaden Newman with a strong smash there on the right side. So 18-10, they have forced Trinity Valley into a bit of a challenge late here in this third set. Great job by Genesis Rodriguez. Teherini going down. Great effort there. Lorelei. Trinity Valley and Blinn putting it on here, man. Both teams neither bending.
This is fun to watch.
I'm telling you, my goodness. Finally, a little volley.
It was a long rally there.
That really was. You know, you look at that, you can look at little bits and pieces and go, okay, that shows you a lot, because at some point you could say, oh man, this is a lost cause. They're not doing that. They're still fighting, and that's characteristic of Aaliyah Hayes and her squad. They don't quit.
A nice ace serve. What a great time for an ace serve.
Indeed, that's well done. Well executed that time from Donahoe.
18-12.
See if they keep it going here. Nevaeh Donahoe at the line for Trinity Valley.
Oh, what a great cross-court kill.
My goodness, that was definitely well executed. So back the other direction we go here is Glenning will be serving. Taylor is a 6'2" sophomore. Made him work on the Cardinals side of the ball. That's nothing you're going to do with that. Genesis Rodriguez.
Mercy.
I like that little quick set. It's almost like a dish underneath in basketball. Just very quick.
Not great timing between the two.
I'm telling you. And they don't have much time to react to it.
No, they don't.
Just put right there in the finish.
6-point deficit. Third set, Blinn up 2-0.
Palag with the serve. Azul pushing that one. Velez. Palag, and quickly it's Rodriguez. Oh boy. Just not there, man. Not an answer.
Blinn is so efficient at the net, even on defense, blocking, and then going on the kill on offense.
Timeout taken by Coach Aaliyah Hayes, and the Lady Cards will talk it over here.
It's her last timeout of this third set.
So we were talking about broadcast and what was coming your way. You see it on the screen here, the 23rd, TJC comes to town, and then on the 4th of October, the Trinity Valley Lady Cardinals host Navarro.
That's one where everybody's looking forward to. Of course, Lady Cardinals got a lot of work to do between now and then to make that be a big contest now, if they're going to go down 1-2 in conference play this early on.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough battle, but, I mean, you're going to see this team refusing to quit. I mean, we've talked about that. It's a trademark of Coach Hayes and what they're about. So,
well, Lady Cardinals are going to do it. If they're going to come back in this one, they're going to do it without timeouts because they've used both of them now here in this third set.
See how they finish this one up. Gotta work it out here. Sophia to Palag and Hill.
That was an excuse me set that wound up being a winner for Blinn. It's your night when that happens.
You know it's going your way when you get that kind of a bounce. Perfectly played there. Goodness. So back to the stripe. Cruz.
Newman with the block for Blinn. Oh, goodness.
Oh, kept alive. Velez was the first one to get it, and they
get the my point. Goodness.
Velez, I believe it was Palag, and then the finish over there on the right side was
Hill.
So that was one of those you don't think there's a chance. In some way, somehow, they get it done.
Just keep hanging in by your fingernails.
Genesis Rodriguez to serve. Keep battling. That was Hit, served back over the net for New Valley. Had a chance. Wow, that's tough. Goliath at the net. Getting it past. Cardinals will take that.
Yeah, that's going to be ominous with the point for the Lady Cards.
Keep on keeping on.
Within 6 again.
Yep, yeah. Still got a little fight in them.
Keep hope alive.
Genesis with the serve.
My goodness. That young lady has got a great cross-court shot, a kill, that she's implemented about 3 times tonight, we've seen.
I'm telling you, she has been dynamite.
Jaden Newman.
Newman is
5'10" sophomore.
She's made the most of her chances as she comes on, and it's the point. Trying to close out the 3rd set. That won't help things there as it's sailed on Germaine Antoine.
Well, I never thought we'd see a 3-0 sweep tonight by either team. And we haven't yet, but I'm just saying it's on the verge of that anyway.
Germany playing that one there. Oh, still alive. Palag. Rodriguez. My goodness. Bodies flying all over the floor. Velez. A point going to Blinn.
Match point for the Lady Bucks.
Wow. What a performance here by the Bucks. They got a comfortable lead here. Trying to finish it off in 3. Velez, Palag. Boy,
what an appropriate way for it to end, Tim.
Goodness, what a finish. That's a tough squad there. Coach Campbell got to be pleased with his team. We'll have a chance to see them later on as Blinn gets the better of Trinity Valley tonight.
Blinn wins by a count of 3-0, folks. They're winning this 27-25, 25-15, 25-15 in a match that only took 1 hour and 10 minutes to complete. Never thought we'd see a 3-0 sweep, but there again, This is Region 14, and you can see a little bit of everything. So the 100th career win for Aaliyah Hayes will have to wait. She'll no doubt get it. There's no question about that. She's one away. Lady Cardinals fall to 12-4 overall, 1-2 in conference play. Blinn with a 14th straight win goes to 15-1 overall and 3-0 in conference play. The Lady Cardinals will be in action again Thursday night, traveling down to Carthage to take on Panola at 6 p.m. Tim, your final thoughts?
There will be nights like this from time to time. This doesn't, by any means, change this team moving forward. They'll build off of it. They'll learn from it, and they'll be ready to battle Thursday.
Folks, thank you for joining us tonight here on the Cardinal Sports Network. For our entire Cardinal Sports Network team, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym.